In this video I'm going to tell you here that we have a circle, this purple circle here, and the center of the circle is the point 1, 1. There, that's the center of our circle, and we have a tangent line coming across here which just touches the circle at the point A. We'll call that point A, where that touches the circle. And I'm going to say to you that this tangent line has a gradient m, that is equal to 2. So our gradient there of that line is equal to 2. And I'm going to ask you, can you give me the equation of the line that goes from the center of this circle to the point A using only this information? Well, the answer is yes, you can. So the way that we go about doing that is we have to say, right, this line here, this line A, and the line going from A to the center of the circle, those lines are going to be perpendicular to each other. They're going to be at a 90-degree angle to each other. So we have a relationship between the gradient of this line and the gradient of the perpendicular line. So in textbooks it'll say something like this. It'll be minus 1 over m is the perpendicular gradient. And that means basically the line that is perpendicular to this will have this perpendicular gradient. But what does that really mean? What does that mean? Well, it means that for the line that we want, going through the center of the circle, that has a gradient that we can find by going minus 1 over this m here, this 2 there. So we get a minus a half is the gradient of our new line going through there. So we have the gradient, we have our point that we want it to go through, so we can calculate the line. We can use y minus y1 equals m brackets x minus x1, where m is going to be this here. This is our new gradient for our line going through the circle there, and then our x1 is going to be the x coordinate of our point, our 1 there, and our y1 is going to be the y coordinate of our point that we have. So let's do that. Let's put in those numbers. So we have a y minus this 1 comes from this second coordinate here, our y coordinate of our point, and that is going to be equal to minus a half of x minus, and then x1 comes from this x coordinate point here. I think you get the idea now without me saying it too many times. So let's times out the brackets. I want to get it into this form, y equals mx plus c. Let's say the question had asked you for that. So y equals mx plus c. So let's put it in that form. So let's times out the brackets first of all. Let's have y minus 1 equals minus x over 2 plus a half, and then we can add 1 to both sides to finish it off. So we can say that y is equal to we can have minus x over 2, or we can have minus a half amounts of x. They're the same thing. And then plus a half plus another 1 is going to be plus 3 over 2 or plus 1.5, whichever you prefer. Both are equally valid. So that is the equation of the line that goes through the point A and through the center of our circle. See you in the next video.